Ever wonder what the heck estate planning is anyway? Well, today you're going to find out. I'm Christopher Small, the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. And like I just said, today we're talking about what goes into an estate plan. Before I get to that though, I want to remind you, let you know, if you have questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. Okay, what goes into an estate plan? I have this sort of thing that I talk about whenever I have conversations with people asking about estate planning, and I describe it like this. I always tell them, look, estate planning really covers you in two circumstances. Circumstance number one is if you are alive but incapacitated. Think like you're in a car accident and you're in a coma, or you are elderly and you have dementia. The things that are going to cover you there are going to be, number one, power of attorney. Power of attorney is basically who can step into your shoes and manage your day-to-day life. If you, Maurice, I'm not licensed in Kansas right now. I'm on the down low, but I could revive my license if there's a lot of Kansas people out there that need help. But so for financial, power of attorney, basically, who can step in your shoes and manage your day-to-day life if you need help? Pay the bills, like do things like that. Typically, if you're married, it's going to be your spouse. If you are not married, but you have a significant other, it's super, super important that you have a power of attorney. If something happens to you, your significant other is not going to be able to contribute or get access or do anything with any of your stuff, okay? Super important. So if you're sharing, paying bills together, doing things together, super important that they can be able to do that, okay? Number two is medical power of attorney, sort of the same thing as the financial power of attorney, but for medical decisions specifically. Same thing if you're married, typically spouse first and a backup. If you're not married and you don't have a medical power of attorney and something happens to you, you're in a car accident, if your significant other goes to the hospital, they're not going to give them any information. None, zero, zip, zilch. Okay, so super duper important. After that is healthcare directive. Healthcare directive is basically if you are in a vegetative state, do you want to pull the plug or not? That just tells your medical power of attorney what you would want to do if you were in that scenario. Also eliminates any confusion from any family members that might think you have wanted to do other things, right? You will also have, if you have kids, minor power of attorney and minor medical power of attorney. The way I describe these are sort of like temporary guardianship documents. If you were in a car accident and you are locked up in the hospital, not locked up, you're stuck in the hospital for a month, who's the person that can legally do things for your kids? Enroll them for school, take them to a dentist appointment, these type of things. These documents outline who is legally in charge until you can get back on your feet, right? All of those things cover sort of like side one of estate planning, and that is if you are alive but incapacitated. Side two is the other side that everybody thinks about when you think estate planning. That's when you die, okay? And whether you want to or not, we're all gonna die, okay? It's okay, but we can plan for it, we can take care of it. On a traditional estate plan, or sort of a foundational estate plan, you're gonna have two things on the dead side. Number one is gonna be disposition instructions. These are like burial instructions. Who do you want to be in charge of that process? Where do you want to go? Do you have a plot already paid for? Do you wanna have your ashes shot up into space? Do you wanna be, decomposed as a tree? You know, these are the different things that people wanted to do in their life. You can tell the world what you want to do. The other thing that you're going to have is a will on the dead side, right? Will is going to do a few different things. Number one, it is going to name your personal representative or your executor, who is in charge of administering your estate, overseeing your property, making distributions, just getting things done on behalf of you, okay? Number two, if you have minor children, the will names guardians in case you are gone. If you don't have guardians named in your will, a court is going to make that decision, okay? They may pick the right people, they may not, but why leave it up to chance? Get a will, name those guardians, okay? The will also tells the world where you want everything to go. Those are sort of the three main things that a will does. All of those things together, power of attorney, medical power of attorney, healthcare directive, disposition instructions, will, that is estate planning in a nutshell, covering you if you are alive but incapacitated, or if you die. That's what estate planning does, okay? Now, with a will, there are a couple of limitations potentially. Number one, with a will, you typically have to go through probate. Number two, with a will, and if you have minor children, if you die and leave things to them, when they turn 18, they get the whole thing. So if you have $1 million, they get $1 million when they turn 18. Now, there are ways to overcome these limitations of a will. I might just talk to you about those later on the next video. If you want to check those out, then just look around. I'll be talking about it again. But that's it for today. What is estate planning? That's it. Okay. As always, I really appreciate you watching this video or listening. If you're listening somewhere, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you have a question or comment, leave it. I will answer it. And if you have more questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. All right, that is it for today. I am Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon.